Ooh, I was like, don't back out. Hey, gang. Excuse me. I'm driving down the street. Happy MLK Day. Thank you, Dr. King. Thank you so much. We love you. You did so much for everybody. Everybody. Thank you for your courage and everything. Thank you for everything. Let's see, put my hat on, put my stuff on right. Good morning, y'all. See, I was gonna wait and make a video, but I'm making one now. I was just thinking, I'm driving down the street and think about some conversation I had with somebody in the store a couple weeks ago, and they was talking about how missing my mother-in-law and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because she was good to us. It took us a while because I married her baby, but we learned to get along and all that. But she was a very good person. Of course I miss her. Why wouldn't I? When somebody been in your life, and like, to be honest, that's one of the persons in this world that's probably helped me the most and been there for me. That's my mother-in-law. She's been there for all of us. And when you lose somebody like that, yeah, that's a big loss. And then I was driving home and there was another about in my shoe. I didn't, loss is, it's not new. Sure, I lost my mother. I still miss my mother. I lost my mother back in '93. I still miss my mother. Of course I miss my mother. I miss all the people that were important, that affected my life in a positive way. They helped me and all that. That they really was a person. They was real. They wasn't fake. They were real. A real human being. Which, like, these days, it's rare. Because they got everybody, putting on a mask and being, their fantasy instead of being who they really are. And that'll come in time. It'll come in time. But you got to realize that, so there's a lot of stuff in the world. This stuff fantasy like a mother's fantasy. And it's got people caught up and mad and upset, thinking they're a failure and all that. You're just going through life and transitioning, going through life. You're a piece of corn. You're corn on the stalk, growing. People can try to say whatever. You ain't through until it's time for harvest. Still growing. Still becoming. So, I think I'm going to end it there. That's all I wanted to say. A little short one for today. And maybe I'll pop in later. I don't know. I was supposed to go to the bank. Now I got to turn back around and hit the bank. So that's where I meant to go before I go further down the road. But yeah, I was up early. I get up pretty much early. Anyway, it's not like I want to, but it just happens. And it's good when you can get up early and get things done. You get to see the day, see what it's like. See the town where you live come to life. See things at rest before things jump off, like that. So it's a good thing. And it's snowy. Flip it around. And it's cold. And it's supposed to get even colder. So you gotta be careful and bundle up and keep them pipes from busting. Yep, everybody, like it's a lot of people still in the bed and all that. That's cool. It's a day off, a day of reflection. Martin Luther King Day and celebration. I'm glad for him. That's cold how they killed. They got him. They got him. He ain't know. They got him all up wherever it went. It was in his face. They shot him because he was like, "Hey, all right, America, live up to what you say you are." Yeah, I've arrived at the bank now, so yeah. But he did a great service, and his legacy still lives on through his people, and it lives on through us, because he just didn't march. He marched for black people, but he marched for all people, and a lot of people that we benefited. Everybody benefited off of the work that Dr. King did, and like I'll never forget him, and I always will give him praise for what he did. He gave his life because he wanted everybody to have life. I mean, like legitimately, like living good and living in a society that, you know, is want all their citizens to flourish, because that's what it's supposed to be about, right? We need the health care, we need good jobs, and we need companies and everything to stop being so greedy and making products that are not worth the money. I know I'm all over everywhere and stuff, but it's economics, and that's what it is. That's what we're talking about. They got mad at King when he started talking about the economics. Freedom has to do with money and economics. If you ain't got no money and you can't get things done, and you're gonna stay in poverty, and that's what I got mad at him about in the end, you know. So yeah, but anyway. This time I'm gonna let y'all go for real. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye bye.